Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane, and welcome back to another episode of VLR, or Virtue's Last Reward, or Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Last episode, we went through a lengthy reading of Alice's past, and kind of how it connects to 999 in a weird, dumb way. I just don't really understand why we need to see it like this, but it is, unfortunately, what it is. I did take a break for once from the last episode going into this one. It's a little darker now because it's raining, or not raining, cloudy, maybe raining eventually, outside, so it's a little darker. So if it gets super dark in here, apologies, because it technically gets pretty dark when it's like cloudy out there, relatively at this time of recording. But hopefully in the next episode it'll be a little bit brighter, and stuff. Anyways, let's continue reading. I'm gonna have to blast through this as much as possible because I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to read through this madness of information that feels kind of like not helpful in a way. It builds on the world a bit, but it's just not as interesting as I intended it to be, but sure. Myrmidons is the cult terrorist group that we're talking about. Alice's father got killed, trying to reveal the truth about where they at. Clover got captured and stuff like that. So those are the brief summary of what we've heard in the last episode. Anyways, leading up to this, they found the home base of this cult terrorist group, and now they are taking their time to study them so they can start taking them down when the time comes. So that's where we're at. But then on the 22nd, only 3 days before the operation was scheduled to begin, a man in a gas mask appeared. And then they kidnapped both Clover and Alice. Oh, so that's where it left us off at for that story of the thing. So I wanted to see the thing because the way it transitioned out of it kind of felt like it would be moving to the next node somehow, the next part of the story. So, you inhaled that gas, passed out and woke up here in the AB room.
これがクレイドールズと私に関することのすべてよ。もちろん細かい部分については端折ってるけど、大体の概要は分かったでしょ?
Yeah. So this. Arigato. Thanks. She gave me a sad sort of smile and stood up.
さあ、戻りましょう。
Not yet. Your story explained a lot, but there's still one big question.
答え?
She's just like, Who here is a Myrmidon? One of us planted the bombs. And based off the code we found, it's pretty clear that that person is a Myrmidon. Right?
そうね。
And I agree that we need to figure out who they are.
突き止めるって言ってもどうやって?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Do you have any clues?
思い当たること? 思い当たることね。あの暗号表を解読できれば、もしかしたら何かわかるかもしれないけど。
How can we do that?
だから言ったでしょ?
If we can find the key to the deciphering, yeah?
そのためにはキーが必要なのよ。それがわからないことにはどうにも。
What's a key?
キーはキーよ。解読するための鍵のこと。クレイドールズはその鍵として長い桁数の数字を使っていて。
Wait, ちょっと待って。A long string of numbers. Could that be? Wait, don't tell me to be to continue. No, please don't. No! Damn it! God damn it, I hate this game. I'm sorry, no, I don't hate this game. I just hate that this is a thing. Okay. I see what you did there, game. Oh my god. I'm hitting with a huge disappointment. I knew there was a lock. I knew there was a freaking lock to this stupid part of the game. I had a feeling there was a lock because I said this in like 2 episodes ago, I think, when I was in the novel up here. When I was in that part of the novel, I told myself, it's an odd number. Maybe there's going to be a lock. Maybe not. Who knows? But it's worse because it comes at a time where I wanted to do a puzzle, but I didn't get a puzzle. God damn it, game. I wanted a puzzle, damn it. I wanted to do puzzle, not more novels. Alright, we're gonna try to go back up here to playthrough 1 and make playthrough 4. So playthrough 4 is basically going to the opposite branch of this side here, which is Betray, I think. So if we chose Betray, then we basically see the results of that in this section of the game. So let's do that. Screw it. I'm kind of done. Or annoyed.
Oi. いよいよタイムリミットが迫ってきたぞ。どうする?
I'm just gonna speed it through. Oh, Betray, yes. I need to speed it down again now because it's because I Oh, okay, there we go. We're good. That's fine. All it says is just like it's been over, the votes are in, and whatever. Thank you for voting. It's pretty much the same thing we saw like very early on in this game, which is just saying, "Hey, you voted. Otsukare sama deshita," which is basically saying, "Thank you for all your hard work," kind of thing. Good job for today, kind of thing, and then we go out and stuff. So yeah, that's essentially what that usually ends up being. There was no additional information on it, honestly, because it's just basically vote in that phase. So this is the part we do need to catch up on, which is going to be the results of what's happening here. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running towards the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. Oh, my bad.
Sigma. 私が言った通りの手を選んでくれたな。
Oh, shut the hell up, Fi. I already remember this. I hate this Fi. I hate Fi so much because it's like this is the one that's telling me what to do. When she saw the future, and we did see the same flashback as she did, she saw an end to the story. So she's doing the same. She's not realizing that what she's saying is following the exact same pattern of problems that was in her weirdly future reading aspect of this whole thing. Because I'm pretty sure she's making me choose the same options of what she saw a glimpse of in the future, which is the destruction of this place, while not figuring out the truth and Alice dying and everything. I bet it's gonna happen the same way.
一応礼を言っておこう。
Well, good luck because we're gonna die. The same way the same way you actually thought about it.
ありがとう。
Oh, come on. You don't need to do that. I just made the obvious choice.
当然。
Well, I'm sure Alice chose Betray. That meant we pretty much had to choose Betray, right?
なぜわかる?
Because she did that in the other path. I guess you could say I just knew.
私の真似か?
Maybe.
おーい! シグマくん! ファイくん! 何してるんだよ!
It's also interesting we haven't seen Zero Jr. in like forever. Like literally, I have not seen this guy forever. Well, we did see him briefly because we skipped over all his bullcrap baloney explanations that we've heard so many times over that I sped through the last episodes. But we haven't actually sat down to hear his voice in a long time now.
結果発表始めちゃうよ!
Got it.
行こう、シグマ。とにかく結果とやらを聞こうじゃないか。
Probably not. Alright. I think we chose Betray and she chose Ally. I bet Alice is going to choose Ally, and I'm not going to be surprised, because it does a switcheroo to make us more confused.
揃ったみたいだね。おい、じゃあ早速だけど、始めることにしようか。
Yeah, it's kind of strange though that Zero Jr. disappears, like, in round 2 and 3. Yeah, I just realized it. Round 2 and 3, Zero Jr. literally just disappears and never says anything more after a certain part of the path. Like, it happens a lot in the other 3 playthroughs we went through. This is playthrough number 4, is what I'll call it. So this is interesting that this is, like...
アンビデックスゲーム第1ラウンド結果発表皆さん、画面にご注目ください。
Alrighty. Let's see what we got. I don't really know what the pattern is here yet. Betray ally. Ally, ally. Betray ally. I knew it. I knew it. I flippin' knew it. I flippin' knew it. This game actually chose to do that. It's hilarious. I kind of knew this was coming because, like, well, okay. First things first, this game chooses to do this where it just does the exact same path in some of the playthroughs. Like, if I go through flow, so it happens the same way with a lot of the game here. So, like, if you chose here in this path to, like, take ally with who was it? Tenmyoji? Tenmyoji betrays here, basically. But it was really random as hell. So I'm thinking that they will do an opposite with him later on when I go to betray him instead. But on the other hand, up on this path, it was expected that Luna would ally, no matter what. So the only person who actually can stay to her pattern is the character who's constantly been in that pattern basically forever in this game. Like, literally, Luna never really changes course, which is incredibly crazy. So that makes it even interesting to see that they actually try to stick with that one with Luna, but everybody else is like just weirdly opposite of what you expect.
というわけで、結果発表は以上なんだうさ。各自バングルの数字を確かめてほしいんだうさ。
Alice is gonna die. Oh, she's gonna yell at us or hit us. Oi, Alice. What the hell is this?
Huh?
You're... Wait, why are you yelling at her for choosing not choosing betray? Why are you angry at her for not choosing the one thing that should keep her alive? But it's just like, I don't know. It's just hilarious to me that that Sigma's the one yelling at her, and not the other way around, where she's yelling at or patronizing us for not choosing betray. I don't know. I just feel like this is the dumbest thing I've heard in my life to just go through. I don't like this at all. I hate the way that they're telling this story with Alice being like a very random ass anomaly of a choice. She just seems so random and like out of place with some of these things. Same for Tenmyoji. But anyways, you chose betray last time. So I chose betray too. No. Why?
ちょっと待ってよ。前回のこのラウンドって何？わけわかんないこと言わないでくれる？
Can you tell me one more thing?
何よ。
When exactly did you press the button?
投票締め切りの5分前。アナウンスがあったでしょ？そのすぐ後で押したわ。でも、それがどうしたっていうの？
Sorry, I thought I saw a thing fly by my desk for some reason. Nani? What? No. That can't... Yeah, because in the other path, Interesting, we saw the other one in the other path, rather. So did they expect us to... Did they expect us to go through the other path, the left side first, and then the right? Or is it going to do the same thing with the other side? If I chose one side, then they would show this kind of thing again, but on the left side instead? It's like a conditional, where it's just like, hey, you chose this, then you get this. And you never can see it until you actually make those choices. What was going on? When Fi and I chose ally, Alice picks betray.
私はただ最も理にかなった選択をしたまでよ。この状況で裏切り以外を選ぶなんてありえないでしょ。
Yeah, why did she act that way?
頭悪いんじゃないの？あなたたち。
Okay. But this time I chose betray, and her vote changed to ally. Why? どうして? What was different? Had history somehow changed because of my choice? No, that was insane. If Alice had somehow known that I had chosen betray and chosen an ally in response, at least I would have followed the principle of cause and effect. But what had just happened was something entirely different. Excuse me. There was no way Alice could have known what we would choose when she made her decision. Besides, if she had known we intended to betray her, there's no way she would have chosen an ally. In other words, she must have made her choice without any knowledge of ours. Let's say we are talking about a game of rock, paper, scissors. No! Game! No! Stop patronizing me how I'm like getting confused. Just let it be a mystery, damn it. Don't explain it in some pseudoscience-y way. Just let me be confused. I don't want to be explained to death about the thing that just happened, literally. Unless it's just some story reveal, like it's a reveal that, the main villain is this, the main antagonist is this. But if it's explaining why you made that story choice on me, just don't. Let me be confused. Let me choose to be confused, because I don't want to hear about it. It's so annoying. I throw a rock. Right after that, Alice throws paper. Obviously, I lose. So I go back in time and decide to whip out the scissors this time. Wait, how do you even know you're actually going back in time? This time, Alice just chooses rock. I lose again. But that's fine, because it still makes sense. My actions in the past cause Alice's action in the future. Easy. But what had just happened in the AB game wasn't like that. Let's go back to the innocent game of rock, paper, scissors. This time, Alice is the one who threw out her hand first. But in this situation, there's no way for me to know what that is. So I decided to go with rock. When Alice's choice is revealed, turns out she went with paper. Damn it! I lose and I'm pissed off. So once again, I go back in time and try and change history and erase my loss. What will I choose this time? That's not even a question. Scissors, obviously. After all, last time Alice went with paper. Here's the important part. When I made this choice, Alice has already made her choice. Sure of my victory, I throw out a pair of scissors. But, what the hell? My rage would be white hot. How could this have happened? Why? Alice's hand had been paper before, how did it change to rock? Obviously, there's no cause and effect here, since Alice's choice was in the past and mine was in the future. Okay. This has got to be the worst analogy explanation I've ever heard in my life. I'm just like, my brain is just like, why are we using rock, paper, scissors? Rock, paper, scissors have 3 choices, not 2. In a sense, this game chose to say that we chose to take a coin. In the case that we both wanted to hit heads, in the case that my character wants to hit heads to match Alice's head, instead she gave us tail because she doesn't realize what she wanted. But in this case, she chose heads to follow along with our heads, thinking that we would choose head the same way. But now the flip side is that now we're choosing tails because we're assuming that she chose the other thing. It's basically the stupid ass Prisoner's Dilemmas is bullcrap all over again. I don't want to hear about it again. I'm not kidding. This thing haunts me to like no end. The whole Prisoner's Dilemma thing is like just being used constantly, and it's just like ridiculous. How could that even happen? How could the future influence the past? But it wasn't theoretical now. This had actually happened. I don't care. We didn't lose. But at the same time, it's so stupid at the same time. What the hell was going on? No. Wait. Why the hell was I talking so casually about going back in time? That kind of stuff doesn't happen in real life. Right? Of course. Time travel is impossible. there's absolutely positively no way to travel through time. But if that was true,
この状況で裏切り以外を選ぶなんてありえないでしょ。
how does he remember her saying this? This exact line is the exact same line she said in the other path.
頭悪いんじゃないのあなたたち。
Uh-huh. You can't explain
ねえ
anything.
ちょっと何ボケっと突っ立ってんのよ。
I just love how Sigma's just like standing in front of Alice. He's just like, it's just like doing like a weird thing or just staring out blankly at her. It's just like who the hell does that? Like who the heck just stands there not blinking and just stands there in general? Oh.
だいたいなんで私があなたに問い詰められなきゃいけないわけ？責めたいのは私の方よ。
Yeah.
あなたとファイのせいで私の BP は1になっちゃったんだからね。
She will die again. I get it. Yeah, you're right.
そうだなって何よ。よくも平気な顔してそんなこと言えるわね。
I'm sorry. ごめんなさい. Really, I seriously feel terrible about this.
もういいわ。今後一切あなたとファイのことは信用しないから。よく覚えておきなさい。
Alice stormed off. She threw one last hurt, scornful look over her shoulder as she left, and it stabbed me right through the heart. But wait, we're supposed to realize who's our new teammates. We haven't actually established who's our new team / solo people. One of the other teams seems to be dealing with a similar issue.
本当に何と言ってお詫びしていいのやら。
Wait, was it them betraying, or was it Tenmyoji betraying them?
まさか天明寺さんが協力を選ぶとは思いもよらなかったもので。
わしが裏切りを選ぶはずがなかろう。
Well, this is the same exact situation that happened in the first playthrough, so they basically stayed the same in a weird way.
相手に四つ葉がいるというのに。
え？どういうこと？
もしかして天明寺さん、四つ葉さんに気があるのですか？
お前ふざけてるのか？そういう問題ではないわ。
ではどういう問題なのです？
それは。
I think he didn't want to kill a young lady, basically.
だいたいこのゲームで協力を選ぶ方がどうかしてるんだよ。よっぽどの信頼関係がない限りそんなの選ぶはずがないじゃん。
つまりわしと四つ葉にはその信頼関係がないと？
当たり前でしょ。バカじゃないの？たかだか数時間前に会ったばかりの老人とどうやって信頼関係を築けって言うのよ。
It's funny because they say old geezer and what was the other one? Old geezer and senile. When Clover only says baka like a few times in replacement of those two words specifically, I guess. Usually baka is just being idiot. I don't think it has anything to do with being senile or old geezer, like unless they plainly just kind of say it in a way that feels that way, as like Oji-san, as in like the idea that she's just saying like, oh, you know, like he's really just grandpa. And then it feels like old geezer is the way she's mentioning it, but instead she's saying you're just an idiot for being an idiot.
わかった。もう何も言うな。胸が切り刻まれるようじゃ。
あ？何よ、それ。
I feel, man, Tenmyoji is like defeated here. What the hell?
なんかさっきからいちいち発言内容がキモいんですけど。
In the other path, he was like super duper frustrated and angry that he got betrayed, but in this case, he's just defeated. Like he just gave up.
キモいか。とにかく話は分かった。わしが短時間の間に信頼関係を結べなかったのが敗因ということじゃな。
まあそういうことになるかな。なんだかそんな風に素直に認められちゃうと拍子抜けしちゃうけど。
あっちに成功例があるからな。あれを見せつけられては わしが悪かったのだと思わざるを得んのじゃよ。
成功例？
Yeah, he's a lot more, like,
本当
mellow.
にありがとうございます。
I already know what's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna change. And unless... No, actually, there was one thing. There was one thing that happened that I feel could be different. And that is the fact that, that Quark said that Dio was going to choose Betray. So I'm wondering if that's gonna happen again here, or if it's just gonna be not that at all.
もういいって。僕らは当然の選択をしただけだもん。ね、ディオさん。
ああ、そうだな。
Again, I think Dio would always stay Betray, but since they're paired with Luna, they trust that she's always going to ally. She's going to choose the ally no matter what. The only group that's literally whatever. Dio and Quark and Luna, on the other hand, seems to have resolved things amicably by choosing ally. No doubt we were all wishing we'd done the same. That was the exact same thought I had too. It's like, why can't everyone just choose ally and just leave it? But why had Dio sounded so awkward? What had happened in the AB room? Only Dio and Quark knew for sure. Which I really dislike the fact that we never know for sure. But, yeah, because we don't get to see what they do.
ねえゼロ、次のラウンドはいつ行われるの？
よくわかったね。次のラウンドがあるって。
I think they're gonna start explaining about the whole changes, I think, but I might be wrong.
だってあなた第1ラウンドって言ったじゃない。第1があるなら第2があるのは当然でしょ。
それに2回目がなければ。
Yeah, we're already seeing this
そ
already.
うだね。確かに君たちが言ったと。
いつ？
いつかはわからない。
When the AB room doors closes, basically, is when it starts.
どうして？
投票の受付は AB ルームの扉、AB ゲートが開いた時から始まるからなんだうさ。
すでに開いてますけど。
そうだね。じゃあ閉めちゃおうっと。
That was to be expected.
アンビデックスゲートが閉鎖されました。アンビデックスゲーム第2ラウンドは月の回です。
しました。
ゲートは月のマークが記されたカードキーにより解錠されます。
Moon cards. Again, then it's gonna go into the whole explanation about what the next round's gonna entail. I want to skip over it, but I'm afraid to know when I want to skip over it because I want to wait till they actually explain the rules about what happens if you reach point zero, BP point zero, because that's when it becomes a lengthy explanation about weird stuff that I don't care about. Does that even mean we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them?
そうなるね。次は月のマークがついたやつを探さないと。
で、結局トータルでは何回行われるんだよ、AB ゲームは。
And then it goes into an explanation about the answer to that is just literally unlimited until somebody gets out, basically. So I'm gonna skip over it.
それで
Oh, and then yeah, it talks about the whole explanation about the door getting out. Yeah, I know what this is.
バングル？
ちゃんと。
Oh, our bracelet's already yellow. Okay. Do these things even come off?
うん。外れるよ。
Is it gonna talk about the deaths?
どうすれば外せるの？
方法は2つある。
Dying
1つ目は
and escaping.
9の扉を開いて脱出すること。
Yeah, so basically it's talking about the bracelets. Summary, either get out, bracelet will come off, or die, and the bracelet comes off. So those are the rules. It's the same exact rules as the 999 stuff. Again, we've been through this, 4 times now at this point, so this is going to be annoying as heck, so let me speed through it again. What happened?
心臓にはっていうか、他の筋組織についても言えることなんだけど、わずかな電気が流れてるの。
Oh,
知っ
it's
てるか
just,
な？
he's still going about the death situation.
もしも無理に外そうとしたり、破壊を試みようとした場合には、 即座にルール違反とみなされる。
Yeah, yeah.
ルール違反を犯した者がどうなるのかは。
Basically,
どういう意味よ。
basically, if you mess around with the bracelet, you kind of die.
を踏む。教えて信ぜよう。BP が0以下になった人には、ルール違反を犯した時と同じように、ペナルティが課せられるんだうさ。
Yeah, okay. It's still the same explanations again. I'm still wondering when will it be over still, because I'm trying to get to
わ
the
し
point
と
where
ア
I
リ
can
スの
continue.
BP は1。
Oh, okay. Now this is different a little bit here, I think.
次のラウンドで2点引かれて0以下になるのはこの2人しかおらんわけか。
そんな。ふざけないでよ。どうしてそんな大事なことを最初に言わないわけ？
Yeah, because it basically puts her. She literally didn't realize she got hurt so hard.
ごめんちょす。
ごめんで済む問題じゃないでしょ。あんたそれでもこのゲームの進行役？
まあ、一応。
だったらルール説明ぐらいちゃんとしなさいよ。正確なルールも知らされずにゲームをするなんてフェアじゃないわ。
フェアだと思うけど。だって他のみんなも知らなかったわけだし。ね。ファイ君。
ああ、そうだな。
Specifically calling out Phi. Okay, so it's just a run through of it again.
最後に一つだけ言っておこう。
Finally, we got it. Okay. I was like, I didn't want to gloss over the number changes and who's groups and who's what not group. I wanted to at least figure out who the heck is in my color zone and who else is in the solo pairing again. Because I feel like it might be the same pairing / solo group, or it could be an entirely different pairing / solo. Because I wouldn't mind being paired with Alice forcefully and just be like in a case that's like similar to playthrough number 3, because we did have Alice as our partner for that one, but she died after finishing the puzzle with us, and I think it was her, Sigma, and Luna at that point. Yeah.
君たちが次に開くべき CD は下のフロアにある。もう見たよね。例の赤、青、緑、3枚の扉がそれだ。これらの先に進むには表示色が水色、紫色、黄色になったバングルが必要なわけなんだけど、実はこれ君たちはもう持ってたりするんだよね。バングルを見てごらん。文字の色が変わってるでしょ。
Yeah, we're yellow and a pair. So who are we paired up with yellow? That's the question. It did change. I'm yellow now.
私も同じ黄色になってるわ。
私もです。
We're literally... It's literally the yellow pair again. I mean, it's not bad, I guess. But this time I'm guessing that Alice would never want to ever pair with us anymore, because Alice has actually felt betrayed by us. But I'm pretty sure whoever she pairs up with will end up betraying her anyways and killing her off, which is kind of sad to me thinking about it. Because I swear it's going to be that kind of thing where the characters will eventually be... like, they put themselves in that fate of problems anyways, in that case.
色は黄色に。ただ、変わったのは色だけじゃないみたいですけど。
というと？
ペアとソロの区別もさっきとは違うんです。今まではソロだったのに、ペアに変わってて。
え？そうなの？私はソロのままで同じだけど。
Well, because your thing just randomly got selected as solo still.
わしもルナと同じじゃ。ソロからペアになっておる。
Who is he paired with?
私は逆だ。
Phi.
ペアからソロに。
No, Phi is solo, sorry. Then that means Tenmyoji might be either with Cork, Deal, K, or Clover. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. I want to make a hard guess. I'm going to make a hard guess. Tenmyoji's paired with Clover. I think he's going to get paired up with Clover, is what I think.
俺はペアのまんまで変化なし。
Damn it! Well, actually, it's an interesting combination, though, because Dio doesn't like Tenmyoji, I bet. But I also feel like these two people would be so irritated with each other that one of them might want to get rid of the other guy, I guess, in a way.
色は紫色になってるけどな。
Mm-hmm.
天明寺とファイも 紫色が
おう。
そうだ。
私とクオーク君と四葉さんは水色ですね。
Yeah, so they're the cyan one. I'm guessing that Quark and K would be the pair, while Clover is now the solo.
僕と K さんがペア版で、四葉さんはソロ版かな？
Yep. I kind of knew that I knew that fact that they wouldn't give you. I mean, this game doesn't seem to make the story where the characters would share the same pairing twice over, like twice in a row. They would do it like only once, and then after you went through round 2, that they potentially might pair you back up with the original group.
うん、そうみたい。いつの間に変わったんだろう。
AB ゲートを閉鎖した時だよ。AB ゲートが閉まると同時にバングルの表示色は自動的にシャッフルされるようになってるんだうさ。それからソロとペアの区別もね。シャッフルの仕方はあくまでもランダム。特に法則性みたいなものはないんだうさ。さてというわけでこれにて僕は消えるのだ。
Yeah, it's kind of like, in a weird way, it's kind of true, I feel like. Because I feel like Zero Jr. basically loses out on anything. Like, he doesn't say anything more beyond this point. Even though it's a fake, quote-unquote, goodbye from him, it's not really, like, a goodbye for real. But he's just saying goodbye as in a way, kind of saying, like, he just never will show up again. Because story-wise, he doesn't have any importance beyond giving rules or just making fun of us. Like, those are the only two things his purpose is. He has no character development. He has no solution to anything so far that I've seen. So maybe one day we might see what he might be purposefully being used for, but we'll never know, unfortunately. Alright, I'm gonna speak this for a little bit. Okay. So now that he left, this is after Zero Jr. leaves, I think.
ゼロの野郎。
Okay, so here from here out, I'm not gonna skip. I'm just gonna play it through like normal now. Because I just needed to get out of the whole typical same dialogue sequence that they keep putting on these paths.
実物が存在するならウサギ汁にして食ってやるんだが。
That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
ねえ、そんなことよりもどうするの？これからCD の第一扉が開くまでまだだいぶあるけど。
Alright. I'll end it here for now because we're already over time by a lot more. Actually, do one more line. Yeah, looks like we got 42 minutes.
とにかく他に出口がないかどうか探してみましょう。
There we go. I'll stop here. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Nobody Minds. Hope you guys have a great, amazing day, weekend, night, or whenever watching this. Next episode, let's go ahead and go through the typical search each room kind of situation and get to know more about the characters in a different light. I mean, we've been through a lot of, like, the same old, I feel like, throughout this whole sequence. 42 minutes is not that much either. I feel like we're gonna just have like one choice of where we want to go or something, and then we're just off to the next choicing of whatever, because if I recalled, it was like 1 hour to 2 hours usually in the other places of this particular point, but for some reason our timer got sliced into like a shorter amount, I feel like. But yeah, we'll get to this point where we'll make that choice, and then we'll choose whatever door we haven't been through, I guess, if we can. I don't even know exactly. Maybe we might go to the right side, whatever this door might be, if I can figure out what that colored door it is. So then we'll choose that door, whatever door it is, and then we'll go down the path of whatever door it goes down to be. And then, yeah, hit the endings, and then move back up to... Actually, no, yeah. So once we go through this particular path, whichever ending we get on this side of the branch, we'll move all the way up to this side to finally choose down the betray on this branch to see what happens if we betray Tenmyoji from here. Because I wonder what would happen if we go following this path, because I don't know what this is, but it's a very straight path though. But it looks like there's a lock potentially on this one as well, because there's an odd number-ish here. Similar counting to this one right here. Similar. But maybe not. It could be just like novel and then maybe novel again? Novel, and then it's the door, maybe. And then escape puzzle, novel, and then novel again, I guess, maybe? It could be that. I don't know. I don't have a clue. I mean, it is similar to the idea that this particular novels or things here that works out that way, so it might end up being that way. And I can see that there. But anyways, point is, we'll continue. We'll go through that. We'll go through this part of the branch, and then we'll go all the way to the middle branch, the one that we didn't do. And then we'll do that again with the third branch, which is on the far left side. So, otherwise, that's it for this episode. We'll see you guys in the next one on Everyday Minds. And we still got a lot to go through. I feel like this game is going to hit 100 episodes, and over 100 episodes. And I would not be surprised, but yet I would not be happy with so much of the story being so convoluted, confusing, maybe even just really weird to me. Compared to 999, where it's just like straight, it's forward, and simple, that's it. But we got what we got. Anyways, other than that, that's it for this episode. Roz, out.